So dear student, today I am gonna just talk to you about paraphrasing. Writing task 1, the first paragraph is paraphrasing, and paraphrasing must be as far as possible in the single sentence, and try to write in single sentence. Okay, so first for you I am gonna give you some of the tips. Okay, and these are the tips. Okay, with the help of those tips you can just paraphrase, okay, in your writing task 1. Okay, either it is pie chart, bar graph, line graph, map, process diagram, or table, anything else may be asked to you in your Ielts exam, and you can explain it. And the first paragraph is paraphrasing. In order to paraphrase, you can those tips are very much helpful tips. Okay, the first one is you have to remove the term below in the question paper, the pie chart below, the bar graph below. In this way it is shown, and you have to just remove this term. Don't use the term below. Okay, after below what happens? Shows, the bar graph below shows. In this way the question is given to you. What you can do is you can just replace the term show or shows. Okay, shows by illustrates, demonstrates, or represents. I have used written the yes in bracket, means if only show is given, you can just replace it with illustrate. If shows is given to you, you can replace it with illustrates. In this way you can use. Okay, then replace the term percentage by proportion and write percentage right at last before the years. So proportion is not the synonymous word of percentage. However, this proportion is also the data explaining term. That's why you can use the term proportion. For example, the pie chart below shows the percentage of something. Okay, in this way it may be asked to you. What you can do, you can replace this term with proportion. Then at last, in like in 2000 and 2010, in this way the years are given at last, and before the years what you can do, you can just add percentage wise, so that there is no any threat of grammatical error. Okay, so you can do it wherever you can use this term percentage wise, no problem. If you have confidence to make your sentence grammatically correct, and if there is doubt whether sentence will be grammatically correct or not, in that case what you can do, before the years you can just add this term percentage wise, so that there will not be any threat of grammatical error. The next is that if the term proportion is given, itself is given, replace it with ratio. Ratio and proportion are not synonymous word. However, you can replace that term, because both of them show the data, so there will not be any big issue. And add or remove the WH word. That is also very much important tips. Okay, if you add the WH word, if there is not WH word, you can add. For example, English speaking student. If this term is given to you, what you can do? Students who speak in English. It is paraphrased. And if students who speak in English is given to you, what you can do? You can just write English speaking students. In this way you can paraphrase. Okay. Then the next thing is the change of part of speech. Part of speech means adjective, adverb, verb, noun, pronoun, so type of words, that is called part of speech. If you change the part of speech, that is also very easy way of paraphrasing. Okay, but just give you the headache of just reading all those grammar. What you can do, try to source the different form of this specific word, and you need not to care whether it is noun or pronoun or adjective, whatever is, that will not be big issue. What you can do, for example, you can see here, she dances actively. Actively is adverb. Okay, in the place of actively you can use the term active. Then what happens? So how to change? If you write she dances active, sentence is not grammatically correct, and try to just replace the term active by actively by active. Then try to make this sentence grammatically correct. She dances active, sentence is not grammatically correct. Now what you can do? What you have to write, she is active in dancing. In this way, what happened? Sentence is automatically paraphrased. Okay, this is the very easy way. In this way, in place of important, you can use importance. Just ignore what is the part of speech of importance and important. You can use the importantly also. Okay, that is also the different part of speech. In this way, you have to write, and then Never ever, if you replace the part of a speech with another form of if you replace one word with another form of part of a speech, definitely that sentence is not grammatically correct. That is 100% true. In order to make it grammatically correct, you have to paraphrase at any cost. That's why that is the easiest way of paraphrasing, so that changing part of the speech is the most important thing. Then just at last you will be given the years in 2000 and 2010. Okay, here what you have to do, you have to write in the years 2000 and 2010. Okay, between 2000 and 2010, what you can do, from the year 2000 to 2010. If in the question, if from is given, from 2000 to 2010 is given, what you can do, between the year 2000 to 2000 and 2010. In this way you can write. Okay, so initially the pie chart below, the bar graph below, in this way the figures are asked to you. What you can do, the pie chart, you can just replace this term with chart. Okay, bar chart, you can replace it with bar graph. Okay, so the line graph, you can replace it with graph. Okay, if graph is given, you can use the line graph. If line graph is given, you can use graph in this way. Okay, so pie chart is given chart, chart is given pie chart, bar chart is given bar graph is given by bar chart, line graph is given graph is given line graph, table, map, diagram. Okay, don't change to those words. So as I already told you that in the name of using the synonymous word, please don't use the term that represents different meaning. This is very much different. For example, if you just replace the term catch by hold, that is wrong, because those are synonymous words, but those catch and hold are the different words which are used in different circumstances. That's why those are not exact synonymous word. You can write here in paraphrasing, though they are synonymous at a glance, you know. So in this way, in the name of using synonymous word, please don't write the different meaning showing words. Instead, what you can do, you can just use the same words, no problem. Okay, so in this way you can paraphrase. Now let me give one example to you. For example, this is the question to paraphrase. The table and chart below give information in the police budget for 2017 and 18 in one area of Britain. The table shows where the money came from and the chart shows how it was distributed. So this is the question. Now you have to paraphrase according to the tips. Okay, now table and chart. So chart means, what is that? Pie chart, right? What you can do, there is table and chart. What you can do, pie chart and table, you can just replace it. The pie chart and table, below is removed. Yes. Okay, now give information like shows. What you can do, illustrate, right? Yes. Illustrate, give information in the police budget for 2017 2018 in one area of Britain. How we can paraphrase that? Illustrate. So let me just explain. The table shows where the money came from and chart shows how it was distributed. Illustrates the source and source of budget. And its distribution. For police in a specific region of Britain in the years 2017 and 2018. Now paraphrasing is completed. The two sentences are given here, but I just I just paraphrase it in single sentence. You can just check. The pie chart and table illustrate the source of budget. What you can do? Shows where the money came from in source of budget. You know?
Yes.
Got my point? And its distribution. The term distributed was given. You know, the term distributed was given. What I did, I just changed the part of speech here. Then the for police, the budget. This term budget already came, so that I need not to write it again. Okay, for the police. Okay, distribution for the police in a specific region of Britain. So what is here? There was one in one area of Britain. What I did? Area is replaced by region. Area and region are the synonymous words. I just use that. Then what I did in a specific region of Britain in the years 2017 and 2018. So all the information came here, right? So in this way we can paraphrase it. Okay, in this way those tips. All the tips are not covered by this one. When you just keep on practicing more and more, writing tax 1, when you just keep on going paraphrasing, then you can find the different circumstances or different situations where you can use those tips. Okay.